This one's got a little oil on it.
No! God, please, no!
Welcome back to another video, everybody. We're back out here today, Sunday morning, bright and early, as we usually do. It's 5 a.m. We're out here in the garage. We're getting ready to do some maintenance on the $500 SRT-4. This is going to be update number 2. I did a coolant flush on this car yesterday. Pulled the radiator hose just to drain the coolant, see the condition of that, how it looked. Everything came out decent. There was no sediment falling out of it. It didn't look like it's been in there too long, but I figured it was better to drain it out, flush it out. We let the car run for a half hour on the hose, got up to about 140 degrees, and then cut it off, flushed the radiator, and that was it. So we got a nice clean block, clean heater core, clean cooling system, and we're gonna fill it up today with fresh coolant. We're gonna do oil filter, spark plugs. Oh, we got thermostat too. We gotta put thermostat in there because the other one shot. And then we're gonna do a run through of the car so I can show you guys underneath the stuff we didn't get to see when it was on the trailer. And then we'll talk some shit about what's going on in these comments because damn, you guys are coming with torches.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
All right, well, we're gonna drain the oil out of it now and let it flow, baby.
You're cooking in a burnt pan, you fucking dick!
This engine literally runs quieter mechanically from the top, you can hear it, than like 90% of the SRTs that I've owned. I pulled the timing cover off of it yesterday just to check and see what the belt looked like, make sure it wasn't dry rotted and about to fall off, because we're not going to do that right this second. And even the belt looks like it was recently done. Get ready for this one, Bruce, because we're going to get lit up in the comments for using fucking
it's a mobile one.
giant pliers on the oil filter because I left this strap at work.
Yeah, honestly, you try to get your fucking bits in there. It's not happening.
You usually know what you're walking into when you buy an SRT from somebody and you see the fucking Berkeley and Jensen Berkeley and Jensen and Costco oil filter attached to the bottom. Look at this. OEM, baby. We stay all Mopar around here.
Hello, Marco!
Master Bruce back there, aligning the spark plugs, trying to get that thumbnail shot.
This is a vintage Burger King tray.
Yeah, the vintage Burger King tray is courtesy of Pieglo D. Pedro, remember that day at Burger King when we went there with the Del Sol and you just walked right out with this thing? Yeah, that's where that's from. All right, so we're getting ready to switch the thermostat over. We got a nice freshie right here. The one that was in there. Obviously, after it's been sitting, it's a little bit corroded, and I don't think it's opening and closing anymore the way it's supposed to. So I think that's gonna be the reason for our little bit of temperature increase there. So we'll put this thing in now and fill the coolant. Let's go. Car would be a good candidate for a nice new coil radiator. Mobile one, 1030, high mileage. Run this, it's like Frank's Red Hot. Put that shit in everything. Put this on the Tahoe. Tahoe's at 250 something right now. I run this in the Evo. Evo's at 160. And now we are running it in the Neon. I also run this in the yellow Neon and also in the transmission on the yellow Neon. All right, the plugs and the Monster are served. See this visor? This is OG right here, OG Burger King. This chick in high school made this for me back in the day, in 2006, for my yellow SRT-4. But today, we're wearing it like we work at Burger King. We're about to gap some plugs. These plugs always gotta be gapped to 28 thousandths. Tap them down. You gotta bring this down to a 0.28. So give it a couple taps. There we go, 28. we'll follow through with the rest of them. Get the rest of them gapped. All right, so we're gonna pull these plugs out now. Don't know what we're gonna see when we open these things up. I'm hoping they've been changed at some point. What do you think it's gonna look like? It doesn't look terrible. And he had NGKRs in there. So,
Good man.
good man. This one's got a little oil on it. This one's got some oil on it too. And this one's got oil on it too. So this valve cover gasket is shot. It's seeping oil down into the cylinders. Well, not the cylinders, but down onto the plugs. So we're gonna have to change that one out. Now that we have the plugs out, I think it's a perfect opportunity right now to throw a compression tester down there. We'll crank it over, we'll see what the health of this motor is, and then get a better idea before we throw plugs in it. Just gonna see what we're working with. This thing's got 200,000 miles on it, so can't wait to find out if we bought a junk car for 500 and I lost all my money.
$175.
Look at that. Cylinder 1, 175, baby.
$175.
175 again. Look at that, 175, boys. One more left. The moment of truth is our $500 SRT-4 with 200,000 miles. Have a strong, high compression, ready to rock engine in place here. Let's see what we got.
Your tiny Jesus, your golden fleece diapers.
Bro, what? What? Dude, 175 across the board on a 200,000 mile Neon SRT-4 engine.
Nice.
That's it. This is very, very comforting that our $500 car has the block of a newborn. All right, so our final step for this morning, we're gonna get this thing vacuum bled and topped off with some fresh coolant. Add that first. We're just gonna mix 1 gallon Weiser Dex Cool. The lift. The cooling system is vacuumed. As you can tell, all the hoses are collapsed. It's holding vacuum pressure. I'm ready, we're just gonna flip the switch. There it goes. And that's it, just like that. So oil's done, plugs are done, coolant's done, and we are gonna close the hood on this thing now, get it up in the air. We can do a quick run through on what's going on the underside with the rust. So we'll start at the front up here. Oh, my flashlight's starting to die. As you can see, this cross member up here, the subframe, this looks like it's taken a pretty good hit from sitting in the grass, if that's what I had to guess.
This isn't a junkyard, this is a garage.
A little crusty, doesn't look like it's rotted through anywhere, but that will most likely do that just from the moisture of sitting in the grass for so long on top of being driven in Massachusetts winters. Here's the pinch weld. You can see it's a little crusty right here, a little crusty right there, crunchy, but then as it goes back, it gets a bit more solid. That looks like the jack points over here that were bent up and really taking the hit of this right here. This side, same thing. This one actually has a little bit of a hole on this side, you can see.
Jesus Christ.
This one I knew about with this one was, it looked like a hole in the pictures. They actually sent me a picture of this one and said that's all that they could see. So of course that's why I assumed that most of the rest of this car would be really rotted, but you know, the pinch welds, they're a bit crunchy. Back here is solid. Cut those out, inner and outers, weld them in.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
It looks like somebody had cut this for access to something. It's not rotted, it's literally cut. So I don't know what that's for, but we're gonna try to maybe hammer and dolly that back in a little bit. Back here, we've got some corrosion right over where the lower control arms go. A little bit of crustiness right here, but this is still solid. Rust on the sway bar, rust on the suspension, and then it looks like, to me, aside from the rockers up there, the worst rust is going to be this rear impact bar. I don't know if you can see these holes right here. This is rotted, so I've got a few of these at the shop. They're upstairs. Probably gonna unbolt that, swap that out if I take this bumper off. But all in all, I mean, $500. It is a $500 SRT. You can't be that mad at it. I've seen SRTs on Facebook Marketplace that have no dog leg left on the quarter panel, and no rockers left even from the insides of the doors that they want, you know, $4 or $5 grand for. We were just talking about ordering full brakes for it, rotors and pads. So those are probably coming next week. And then there's one other thing I have to share with you that we found as an Easter egg on this car. Look up here, check this out. You see these blue springs? I don't know if we can see it on this one. Check this out, come to the front. Look at this. Can you see this? These are Mopar Stage 1 lowering springs. Very rare to see that. I haven't seen those in probably about 15 years. It's funny that they're actually on this car and they're not in bad shape. I guess we're gonna find out though once we start driving it if it's got blown struts. Well, she is running like a charm right now, boys. Sitting just under 200 with the new thermostat. I couldn't be happier. This thing sounds so happy right now. Between having perfect compression in the motor, having all fresh fluids, having her coolant flush, having her new oil, like, she is happy. Like, listen to this thing, dude. She's purring right now. So I think we're gonna wrap this one up here. We have potential brake job that we're gonna do next. Next weekend's gonna be shot on doing any updates for this because we are taking the Chevelle to Two Roads Car Show for the first time. This will be the furthest trip that this car's made on this setup since I put it together over the last 6 years. If you want to see more videos on that, they're way below this one. They start in like 2019, 2020, if you want to check those out. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for the Neon today. So all you guys, I really appreciate everybody watching. We got the most traction on YouTube with this car. This video has hit now 40,000 views in the last almost week, and we gained over 1,000 subscribers just from this. So you know what, there's a lot of people out there who love it. There's a lot of SRT enthusiasts who love it. I've done so many of these cars. You can see other versions of SRTs that I've done on my channel. They're way down below, but this is what I do. Again, thanks for all the subs, thanks for all the views, all the likes, all the comments, whether they were good or bad. Some of you guys get it, some of you guys don't. But you know, at the end of the day, we're just two 50-year-olds out here buying teenager cars. So it is what it is. So we'll be back in a little over a week with another update video. The next video that you see of this will be the first drive. So we're gonna get in and we're gonna take it out. We're gonna go out for some coffee and wish us luck. So for now, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, drop us a comment, and we will see you guys on the next one.